Hi everybody, Zach here for another episode of our flagship program, The Spideydude Experience. This episode is brought to you by our loyal patrons over at patreon.com/Spideydude Network. Pledge today and get both early access to content on the main channel, as well as entirely exclusive content, like brand new shows and commentaries for old Spidey stuff, including commentaries for the MTV series, for example, as well as the video editions for Voices from the Eyrie Gargoyles Podcast. And our Patreon first show focused on the Krakoan era of X-Men. We also want to encourage you to check out our other programs that are all available on Audio Edition. These are all over on Spidey-Dude.com, and they're available on your favorite podcasting app. Shows like Clone Saga Chronicles, the show that started this entire network, Spectacular Radio, Spectacular Sal Buscema era podcast, Amazing Spider-Man Classics, the Slot Symposium, and the sister program on this channel, Make Mine Mayday. As always, be sure to hit the like button. It really does help us big time in the algorithm. And additionally, if you have topics you'd like to cover on a live show or in a recorded medium, make sure to leave a comment down below the description or shoot us an email at SpideyDudeRadioNetwork@gmail.com. Finally, make sure to join our community. Be alerted to all new updates by hitting that subscribe button and clicking on the bell. But to be clear, your viewership is more than enough for us. And if you want to hang out with us off YouTube, you can always go to our Discord, where we have all sorts of fun stuff, or you can join us on our social medias and follow us there. All the links are down in the description below. As always, we want to be making some references to visual aids and or live comments. If you're an audio listener, pay that no mind, but leave that 5-star review for us. Any and all feedback we will read on future episodes. Thank you, and without further ado, let's get rolling with this episode of the Spideydude Experience. And yes, we are back. We are better than ever. It is the Spideydude Experience. I am your friendly neighborhood host of the program. And as always, I am joined by my stalwarts of cohorts over here on the Spideydude Radio Network. We have the host of Books of X, the podcast. That is our Patreon exclusive show, Mr. Neil Bogenrieder. Hello.
Hi. We had a new episode drop. Finally, after, a year? That was really funny. That's my fault.
Yeah,
but...
patreon.com/Spidey Network. And the man that is on the next episode of this show, audio edition wise and video, it's going to be Adam. Hello, Adam.
I am.
Next episode is our interview with JMD Mateus. He is coming back to the show. Talk a little bit about
Speak up.
Spider-Man 97. As well as the Omnibus and some other topics.
Okay, I can't hear Zach. Can you, Adam?
Can you hear me better now?
I can barely hear you, yeah.
I'm so sorry. So we have the interview with JMD Mateus that's going to be coming out at tomorrow as of this recording. So we're going to have the audio edition coming out very quickly of this episode, and then the video edition will hit for JMD Mateus, so we can do audio and video at the same time for you guys tomorrow. Speaking of audio editions, we've been catching up on the audio editions, so hopefully you've enjoyed us being caught up. So you want to leave us a comment down below, you certainly can.
I've enjoyed it.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take this off because I think that was also affecting it too. So I had to switch mics because the other one was starting to fail on me. So,
well, considering you screamed into it on Sunday for the Bears game,
I used this mic on Sunday, so it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't that mic.
But to say, crash outs can cause tech issues.
Yes. Speaking of crash outs, we are going to have our 5th anniversary special next Friday.
That's a good thing. Why would you crash out over that?
Well, because of the reason for the crash out, because I have to shave half my beard for the next episode.
Oh, I thought you already shaved it. I guess I can't use my eye holes.
No, it's going to be done
live on air.
So you can commiserate with me. You can laugh at me. You can point and chuckle and snicker. And I will do it for the views.
Hee hee, hoo hoo, ha ha.
Yes. So I will have half a beard, and then I will shave the rest of it off, and then my daughter's going to look at me like I have 3 heads.
Technically only have a head and a half.
True. All right, so let's talk a little bit about movie news. We do have some movie news to actually report. So let me share my screen because I've got the
John Watts news.
So,
But John Watts is gone.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Who's replacing him right now? I don't remember.
Destin Daniel Cretton, the guy who did Shang-Chi
Yeah, that's okay.
and
He'll be
Wonder
okay.
Man, I think.
yes, he's
Oh, I forgot Wonder Man is still happening.
yes, it
That's
is.
coming out in like a couple months, I think.
Christmas, I think.
So, breaking news of NBC Universal's warning of YouTube's TV subscribers for possible blackout. But we're not talking about that. We are talking about Marvin Jones III to play crime boss Tombstone in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So the exclusive came from Deadline. Reps for Sony have declined to comment, and the reps for Marvel couldn't be reached. This comes as the new live-action Spider-Man after being tapped to voice the character in the animated Oscar-winning Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So he's also in the prequel Beyond the Spider-Verse, which is also forthcoming. L. Thompson Lincoln, Lonnie Lincoln, better known, was one of the nastiest crime lords in Marvel's pantheon of crime lords. So we are getting more street level stuff. Adam, what do you think?
Good. I just wish the Hulk wasn't in it.
Oh yeah, I think it's really funny that someone on the internet postulated that the reason the Hulk is in the movies because he killed Peter's parents in like the Battle of New York in the Avengers movie. It's like, and
That's stupid.
coincidentally, we just had a storyline in Spider-Man Wolverine about how Wolverine supposedly killed Peter's parents.
Also,
People really
isn't
like killing
that,
Peter's
like,
parents these days, huh?
Isn't that like
Yes.
the motivation for Hawkeye, like for Kate to take on the mantle? Didn't her father get killed in the Battle of New York too?
Yeah, and she saw Clint like sniping people from a rooftop, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, I want to be him."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now she's
Arrow Man.
now
You
she's
think it's? I think it's insane. She's gonna be fucking 40 years old by the time the Young Avengers film gets made.
but she's gonna look great, so that's all that matters.
She's not gonna look young.
No, she will be definitely not young in the Young Avengers. All right, so we know that Destin Daniel Cretton is directing with Amy Pascal. Unfortunately, still producing because she's going to hold that onto that as long as she can possibly do it. Brand New Day will be the first live action film since Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah, so we know that the cast that have been confirmed. We know that Sadie Sink, Liza Colon-Zayas, whose roles have not been disclosed. Allegedly, Zendaya has been confirmed, but I haven't seen like confirmation. But we know Mark Ruffalo.
We've had a couple of articles. Oh, we do have other Spider-Man news. Tom Holland went to the hospital. He bumped his head.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the concussion. We need to talk about that here in just a second. So we'll pivot from this.
Speaking of concussions, here comes Ashley.
That is the worst segue.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't really trying. Hi, Ash.
What kind of segue was this? All right. All right, Spider-Man.
Hang on, Ashley, what does your subtitle say?
Yowie kachowie.
So also,
Guys, thunder always comes after lightning. Ka-ching!
son of a bitch. I hate you. All right, so the production of Spider-Man Brand New Day has been paused for a week due to Tom Holland getting a concussion. The filming is set to resume.
So I do want to alleviate concerns. A lot of people are saying like he cracked his head open and like there was brain matter and shit. No, he got a concussion. That's about it. It still sucks. I hope he's okay, but it's nowhere near as like life-threatening as some outlets made it out to be.
Sources tell Deadline that the Sony/Marvel Studios movie Spider-Man Brand New Day will pause production for a week after Tom Holland suffered a mild concussion on London set on Friday. They can't film around him. The actor is recuperating, and filming is set to resume on September 29th. It will not, ladies and gentlemen, impact the movie's theatrical July 31st release of 2026.
I think it's insane they're going to make this movie and release it in like a year.
Yeah. Like, what a turnaround.
Usually these movies take like what, a couple, like at least a year and a half of post-production.
Not post-production. Yeah. Not a year and a half of post-production. The movie takes like maybe half a year of post-production.
Yeah. I mean, well, the fact that Marvel doesn't have like 15 projects going on at the same time and they can just solely focus on like 2 movies.
Also, this is Sony, so...
Well, yeah, but still, like, Yeah. So it's not like Sony's got a lot of, fires in the oven right now.
They've got a K-pop Demon Hunters sequel, and that's about it.
So he was examined but not admitted during
Welcome
a
back,
stunt
Ashley.
gone wrong. Pinewood studio set, so no other crew members or cast were injured during the stunt. So poor guy. So they've been at Pinewood outside of London for most of September. So,
did they ever confirm what role Lisa Collins is supposed to be in? Oh no, an undisclosed roles. Never mind.
Yes. So
my bad. I can't read. I can't read.
Liza Cologne Zayas have not been confirmed what their exact roles will be. We just know for sure that Mark Ruffalo is expected to reprise his role as the Hulk, and now we also have the aforementioned Marvin Jones III. Marvin Jones III was in Black Lightning, by the way, if you have never seen the live action show. So, and
probably also one that no one else cares about. He was in the Halo series.
Oh, well, there
he was the Spartan that his boyfriend got hit by a wraith, and then he grenaded himself. I don't remember. That show was kind of weird.
All right, so we know also this is a Variety article. This is the last of the movie news that Beyond the Spider-Verse moves the release date a week. It's going to be a week sooner than we expected. The release is going to be now June 18th, 2027. It was previously scheduled for the 25th. Now, the new spot will open around two holidays, the Father's Day holiday as well as Juneteenth. It will also land 1 week after Universal's How to Train Your Dragon and the same day as Disney's animated adventure Gato. Gato? G-A-T-T-O? Is it about a cat?
Gato, yeah.
Oh, okay. I wonder if Disney's going to move their thing around.
Probably not.
Who knows? All right, so that's the movie news for the episode. Guys,
also, real quick, did anyone else notice that I made a minor quality of life adjustment to the background?
Did you change the gradients, or did you make it smaller?
Well, I did, but that's not the biggest one.
Did you make this circle bigger, but the spider smaller?
I aligned it properly. I also I grouped the logo with the circle, and then I fixed the gradient and I aligned it properly, so it's not off to the side weirdly.
Good job. Sorry, I'm stuffing my face, and I didn't want everybody to be staring as I did so.
Round of applause for Neil.
Yeah, Zach.
Round of applause.
Good job, Neil. It looks nice.
Thank you.
It's going to sound really weird when the audio listeners are listening to that later. Anyway, so the main event of the episode. Oh, Neil says, "What do you want on your tombstone?" Ha ha ha. Womp womp.
Here lies Neil. He was a pretty cool guy.
I like that.
I think it was, "What do you want on your tombstone?"
Here lies.
Am I the only one old enough to remember those commercials from the 90s?
Yes.
I just want to say yes.
Here lies Zach. He never scored.
I didn't have a lot of friends, so I watched a lot of that television. So, all right, kind of funny how Krondon also played that one other albino gangster to mob boss from the comics, Tobias Whale. A 2-nickel type of situation. Well, yeah, and Vinkman is giving you a round of applause. So, Neil, you should be...
Yippee.
Yeah. So, all right, so let's talk a little bit about today's issue. Neil, would you like to provide the recap?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me go get the book out of my bag.
So as Neil's doing that, we're going to set it up. We're going to have our little go into our four corners here, and you can get a better look at this lovely realigned Spideydude logo. So thanks again to Neil for his hard work.
It does look really good.
It looks very nice. Very nice. Adam, your thoughts? Sorry, I got you right before you're doing it.
It looks good.
All right, so let's put... This is the main cover. We've got Kingpin, we've got Mysterio, we got Mr. Negative, and we've got Bullseye holding a maskless Spider-Man. None of this stuff happens in the book. This cover is a pack of lies. The solicitation said, the final meeting of the Sinister Six? Blood boils over as these warriors gather to destroy each other once and for all. Or will they reunite against their common enemy, Spider-Man?
Yeah, that's a catfish cover for sure.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing ever happens, bros. I'm all in.
David Messina is the penciler. Hickman is the writer, and the cover artist for this one is Marco Cicchetto. Neil?
Okay, cool. So anyways, it's September.
Should we wake you up when September ends? Sorry.
Anyways,
I didn't see it. I was busy on the other page. Or is he flipping me off?
No.
Is he just staring at me intensely?
It's for me and Ashley to know and for you to find out in post.
Oh, okay.
So it's September. Wesley's getting in his car and he's accosted by what he thinks is a bum. And the he tells the bullseye with him to take care of the bum. And the bullseye goes, okay, and socks Wesley in the gut. The bum tells him to blindfold him and put him in the trunk, and they take off down the highway. Or I do think it's funny that they drive down the one-way only street in the wrong direction. That's how you know they're bad guys, when they break traffic laws casually. So 1 hour later, the black bubble over white text gives it away, but Mr. Negative has captured Wesley, and he's talking about how many people he's bent to his will. Wesley is like, do you have any idea what the Kingpin's going to do to you? And Mr. Negative's like, hey, Bullseye, kill yourself. And he does. Bam, his body just falls over. And the entire issue, under the framing device of Mr. Negative explaining his evil backstory to to Wesley, is him getting interrogated over what's going on with the Mysterios. We're kind of this is a little further into the issue, but I'm gonna spoil it because this character has been in the background for a while now. The fifth Mysterio is Mr. Negative's sister, who I did not expect that to be her. It comes completely out of nowhere. I thought it was Elaine from Thunderbolts. And this is a little less interesting because now everyone has the small.
You mean Val from Thunderbolts? It's not Elaine, just because it's played by.
I think it's funnier if it is Elaine and she got a government job.
God, just don't ask her to dance.
Yeah.
Times are tough. Times are tough.
She wanted that job security.
I introduce to you the new Avengers. Anyways, at the paper, in the nondescript building, Jonah and Ben are going through their Pepe Silva corkboard, trying to figure out which string to pull on for their investigation. And as Jonah's pouring an obscene amount of alcohol into one whiskey glass, Jesus Christ, dude, this is like.
Listen, let our old man Yowie have his alky, okay?
It's the only way Jonah can put up with dating Mary Jane's mom.
She kind of seems like a bitch. I mean, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Especially because she's like very clearly lusting after Ben.
Yeah. She wants
Ben's.
Taking
their obscenely
she wants all the Uncle Ben's rice.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, taking their obscenely filled whiskey glasses, Jonah asks Ben which thread is the right one to pull, and Ben points at Kingpin. Yeah, that should do the trick. At the Green Goblin, what do we call this? The Goblin Cave?
Yeah.
Yeah, Otto and Harry are going through the lab. Peter's like, okay, or not Peter, Jesus Christ. I guess Harry's the main character, and so in a way he kind of is Peter. He's like, oh, well, I can't talk to anybody about this, but then he's to smooth things out between Gwen and me. Otto grabs the spider from issue 1 in a way that definitely doesn't look like visual foreshadowing of the plot to go forward. And Otto's like, hey, buddy, you consider divorce? I've been watching a lot of Andrew Tate. That seems to be the best way forward.
Fuck that guy.
Anyways, to go back to the Mr. Negative stuff, Kingpin, he got caught by Kingpin trying to trespass on his territory, and Kingpin basically says, or Mr. Negative says, like, Kingpin broke me. And he offered me a position in his inner circle. And my sister rejected me for it because you can't accept that you're weaker in the face of somebody else. Cutting back to the Mysterios the next day, Wesley is like clearly sweating it out. Like the dude looks like he's about to like fall over from dehydration. That's how sweaty he is. As the Mysterios are kind of grilling Gwen for using their power unabashedly and against Kingpin so openly. It's revealed that Wesley betrayed everyone. He was coerced into giving up everything. So Mr. Negative's inner demons are moving throughout the city. They've bombed the paper. They've stabbed Felicia's dad in the back. Like, you could, okay, listen, the guy's in a wheelchair and using a breathing tube up his nose. Could you not just give him the honor of like stabbing him from the front?
That wasn't just a breathing tube. That was his feeding tube.
Was it a feeding tube?
I think so.
Well, either way, he's got a katana through his back, so he doesn't really need it anymore. Mole Man's getting Mole Man's boy. They killed Mole Man's boys. They killed his moloids. What a bunch of fucking assholes!
I was really sad about that.
And I guess Aunt Anna knows Peter's secret identity now because he and Richard suit up and fight the inner demons at is it Anna's house or is it Madeline's? It's Anna's house, right? I don't remember.
Know. If anybody
it was
knows,
one of the
leave a
Watsons'
comment.
houses. Anyways, Mr. Negative Sister's like, shit, he got me again. And Wesley pulls out a bunch of C4 strapped to his chest. And Gwen's like, shit, not this again. And Mr. Negative's like, bye, bitch. And he blows everybody up.
Mm-hmm.
As Gwen screams, no, with like the most bored expression on her face.
Kablawi.
That's what it should have said for the automatopoeia. Kablammy.
Kablamo!
To be continued.
To be continued. That's what that facial expression just reminded me of. Just like,
what a time to be alive, huh?
What a time.
Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty the Mysterios.
So, okay, the next issue solicit says the last will and testament of blank. Who do we think it is, boys and woman?
It's got to be Gwen.
Well, she could have the amulet.
Perhaps.
We'll
It's
find
Gwen or
out.
Ben, maybe.
Maybe it's Robbie.
No, it's not Robbie. He's not important enough.
I think one of the few times this series has like genuinely had me interested in the next issue since like issue 8.
Is this
Like
one?
I've always been excited for the issues.
Yeah, like where they like they've already teased that someone's going to die, but they leave enough options on the table that it leaves me genuinely guessing.
Yeah. Radiac thinks it's Norman. Let us know in the comments section down below. Who do you think?
Not the AI.
The AI will have his revenge.
Yeah. Okay, Adam, we'll start with you on your thoughts on this issue.
It's a good issue, despite the fact that Spider-Man is reduced to an Easter egg, not even a cameo.
I thought the same thing. Thank you.
He's like a red versus blue Skull in Halo 4.
Yeah.
He's like
he's not a guest star. He's not a cameo. He's like an Easter egg.
It's the Where's Waldo.
Spider-Man Where's Waldo.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I mean, I liked it. Stakes are high. Next issue, it'll be interesting to see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. Solid issue, well written. That's all I got. Messina's art is good.
It's good, but you can tell that it's like nowhere near as polished as Chichetto's.
Sure, but I mean, it's
good for a talking issue. This issue is a talking issue.
It's another talking issue, yeah.
Which, I mean, that's basically what Messina has been having to do. Is like every talking issue comes up.
Yeah,
got to put him out there.
Even Chicchetto has had to do some.
Yeah, but not as much, not as many.
Chicchetto has gotten to do 3 panels of action. Messina's gotten to do none.
Well, he did issue 11, which was also a Mr. Negative issue.
It's like poetry; it rhymes.
And there was action in that, but that's the one that I wish that, because I really like
issue.
Yeah, I do, because then they had him do 12, and like it was basically a talking family drama issue,
which ended up being very dramaless in the grand scheme of things. I someone on Twitter made a comparison of this book to Absolute Batman. And while I think the books are completely different as far as what they're going for tonally and thematically, I think they were right in the abstract that Absolute Batman has gotten its points across in fewer issues than Ultimate Spider-Man has. Because in Ultimate Spider-Man, I think Hickman kind of gave up on it being a Spider-Man book 3 issues in.
Oh man!
Like the second Peter and Harry, Peter unveiled his, or the second Harry learned Peter's secret identity, the book kind of became about Harry.
Yeah, pretty much.
And everybody else, it was like everyone else.
Yeah,
I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, and Radiac also says, "I can't wait for the very next issue to completely time skip to the aftermath."
Exactly. Yeah, that is the thing. Like I say that, like, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one, but I am in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, I'm thinking it at the same time. It's like, well, there's going to be a month time skip, so
can't wait for there to be no consequences for this. Nothing ever happens.
They go to Gwen's funeral, and then there's a flashback to Gwen's funeral, and then at the end, it's revealed that she's alive or something.
Oh, I was waiting, like, yeah.
And they say that a hero could save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait.
She just yeets herself out the window or something.
Guys, I used bullshit plot armor reveals like a bulletproof vest underneath her Mysterio costume. But in all honesty, in all seriousness, I did really like how this issue was like immediately follow up on Gwen being super reckless and eager to fight now that she's in the open, and like MJ distinctly warning her and Harry there was going to be consequences to being so reckless and open with their fight.
Next issue, the consequences.
The second afterwards, she gets fucking blown out by
1 month later.
I think of that clip from Greatest Warrior of the IRA guy firing a rocket launcher at the Taliban. Ah!
God almighty. Ashley, what did you think of this issue?
You have really bad timing, because I was about to take a drink. Adam went to take a drink, and you just are like, hey, you're the one we want to talk to right now. I'm still going to take a drink, by the way.
Take a drink. Everybody that has a drink, take a drink.
Okay. This issue was not it for me. I don't like Negative. He kind of ticks me off. I don't care about his backstory. Boo-hoo, little boy. I don't fucking care. Is what it is. I wasn't expecting that to be his sister. just like the rest of you. So that was, a nice little plot twist. But again, there's no Spider-Man in his own book.
Also,
Love
there's no
Venom in there.
This Mysterio's sister, like she's just been there for like what 5 issues now.
Yeah,
and just normally sitting there.
I thought it was Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fonte.
I think we all did.
I thought it was.
For those that
At
don't
least
know,
I think I thought it was Kingpin's wife.
Oh, Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yeah, because I think it was either that or it was either Elaine from Thunderbolts or Vanessa Fisk.
Right. She's gonna beat that joke on the ground, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, it's a good one.
But yeah,
maybe worse than 7-Eleven. So, which was
Okay, in fairness, I'm not the one who ran that into the ground.
oh yeah, that was me. I'll take.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know what you did.
This is now the second. This is now like the second or third terrorist attack, by the way, in this book.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point of the book is like villains using terrorism to suppress the heroes.
But Radiac does wonder if this is a fake out. He will be pissed. 3 issues remaining to pull that kind of trick. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like it's weird that
it's
Hickman is
Allegra
still setting up plot points for a run that is over in 3 issues and may not get picked up on depending on if Ultimate Endgame is the end of the universe.
Yeah, that's gonna be okay. So
I
we know
thought that
issue-
Ultimates was continuing.
It is, but Ultimate Spider-Man is ending, but it's going to
I know.
continue through Endgame. We don't know what comes after Endgame is the problem.
we're in the end game now.
Holy shit, what are my dogs up to?
I do hear that.
Hang on, I'm going to go bully them and see what's wrong.
So as he's bullying his dogs, I guess I'll give my thoughts on this issue.
Or I could finish mine, but continue, babe. Go ahead.
No, darling. Ladies
No,
first.
we're good. No,
no.
we're totally good.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step over you. Go ahead.
It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. I mean, it had all the characters in it. So, like I said, I feel like it's not going to be one of those things where this is probably the final for Gwen. I feel like she escaped things like Jason Voorhees does, where he just like rolls out of the way and he's still alive for some reason.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what I feel like is going on. So maybe next issue she's jumping out of a window or something, or she just moved to the left or pushed him out the way. I don't know. Okay.
But the table flips and shields her, and she flies out the window, and she's like not dead.
Exactly. And then she falls into a canopy for a flower stand underneath the building they were in. Okay.
Yeah, or a dumpster, and just has a bunch of trash in it, so it softens her blow.
Yeah, I just feel like that's probably not the end of it for her, but it did touch on every single character. I did like that they actually used like Venom this time in that one little Easter egg that we did have, like true Venom, not like whatever BS they were like slinging before, like hinting at him like, oh, it's a symbiote, but we're not gonna say. I'm glad that's finally like apparent. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, Spider-Man, where are you? I don't know.
Spider-Man, where are you?
And I didn't.
Some work to do now.
I also don't like Negative for some reason. Like the way that he's drawn and stuff, it just ticks me off. I don't know. That's another little. When I was like reading through, like yeah, you can tell, like when he's talking and stuff like that because of the bubbles, but
What's
just
up?
So yeah, here's my thing. Negative has been so like background fodder for most of this run.
That's true.
It feels weird to give him like a lot of focus at the like tail end of the run.
end of it.
It's almost as if we're like, we get 6 months out, right, to the end of the run, and they're like, oh, we really haven't touched on Mr. Negative. He's the only one that hasn't really got an origin story.
Shit! We got to give him backstory. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Boo-hoo, little boy. Like, I didn't care to read that. I'd rather see something, with Spider-Man himself doing something. But I mean, I guess it's cool that
I'm not.
Just
I
have to
understand.
wait until next issue again.
where we have
understand
to
why
get out our
people are-
magnifying glasses so we can find him.
I understand why people aren't happy that Spider-Man was like an Easter egg in his own book, but I'm one of those guys who enjoy the talking issues as much as I enjoy the action issues. So it's not a deal breaker for me, especially because we got a bit more focus on the villains. But again, this stuff should have been like 6 issues ago.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking that too. Like,
this is where the monthly format, like we've talked about it probably being the biggest detriment to this book is the monthly format. I think this is it. Like, this is where to me, I'd much rather them have ditched for the last 6 months the monthly format to kind of make a more cohesive story instead of us getting the snapshot of the month, because literally Spider-Man and Venom were in a snapshot sized panel. So
Like in the corner, like it's like that bit from Spec where Jonah's like printer attraction and 4-point fun on the back page.
exactly.
There's 3 issues left. That's where my biggest gripe is there's 3 issues left.
Well, Ashley, have you considered? Ashley, have you considered that issue 24 will be double sized and therefore will be 4 extra issues?
Excuse me, sir. There will be 48 pages to be able to do a lot more with it. Okay.
I actually don't know if it's double sized or not.
Let me check tweak my glasses here. Fix my pocket protector.
I think it's $5.99 instead of $4.99. So
$5.99.
Hang on. Ultimate Starter.
As we get to issue 24,
please just let that whole entire issue just be about like Ben and Jonah.
It's 40 pages, and I'm guessing 8 of them are going to be ad space.
The end. Okay, so we have the solicitation. Next solicitation is the last will and testament of blank, right? And then 23. If you think we're going to tell you what happens in the penultimate issue of Ultimate Spider-Man, that would be spoilers galore.
Why the fuck did you solicit the issue then if you're not going to tell us what's going to happen?
Just know it's building.
Because they have to solicit it. They have to put something there.
Yeah, but you could have just left it blank. Why did you like, oh, we're not actually going to tell you. We're so...
And then here we go.
Because you don't leave it blank.
The line, all caps. This is it, folks. The last you'll see of Spidey and his ultimate friends by Jonathan Hickman and Marco Cicchetto. That's all we can tell you! Exclamation point.
What
it would
friends?
be really funny if like this. It would be really funny if this snapshot cameo of Spider-Man in issue 21 was the last we saw of Spider-Man for the entire run. And it was just Harry.
Until
that'd be awful.
God, that would be awful.
That'd be hilarious. It would be like the epitome of Hickman's entire run. I don't really give a shit about Peter, so I want to
write my Ultimate Harry story and just
literally
and metaphorically. So here's where I'm at with it. I liked this issue a lot. I am a fan of Mr. Negative. I think he's probably one of my favorite. To me, he's the only one that's had any staying power whatsoever in terms of being a villain.
Oh, like the Brand New Day roster.
That Brand New Day roster, yeah. Like he's the only one. And I think
what are the other ones? There's been like 10, but 4 of them are like run specific. They weren't meant to last past this run.
So you had Mr. Negative, you had Freak,
Paper Doll, Vulture 2, right? Or Vulture 3?
Vulture. Yep. You had
Menace,
who was who was the one in the second? The Spider Tracer Killer. All that was in that run. The Corrupt Cops, Vin Gonzalez, Michelle Gonzalez.
Yeah, but we don't count those as like villains. Count them as antagonists. There is a difference fundamentally.
Yeah.
Screwball, I guess, kind of counts, even though she's more of an annoyance.
God, I hated her in the game. That was such a.
It's really funny, like knowing how much we love Greg Weisman here, that she was the same voice actress who voiced Artemis on Young Justice.
Yeah, I know.
Everything's just like one full circle. Nothing ever ends. It's just one.
Like everything. We have so much lore now here at the Spideydude Radio Network that we can tie anything to anything now at this point. So I like this issue. Messina's artwork is fine. It's not as good as Cicchetto's. I was shocked by I was shocked by the sister reveal. I think we've kind of all established that. I was too.
I wasn't even shocked. I was more like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That was her. That was his sister?
Yeah.
That's not really surprise as much as it is like frustration. Because this character's been sitting here since issue 16, and they're just now bothering to say who she is.
Right. And again, but my annoyance is this should have been in year 1, not the tail end of year 2 of a 2.
Like this is like basic setup shit.
Yeah, and that's I think why to me it's not as good of an issue as I would have given other issues. I think if this came out a year ago, I think I'm not complaining at all. But because it's, I don't know, it just kind of the reveal kind of feels a little left field, and I hate being negative about this book because you guys know how I feel overall about the book. But
we're gonna get the omnibus when it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I'm like,
that's it.
That's it. Like we got. It'd be different if we didn't know that there was a limited time frame. Like we are in the end game for this title.
Like we are in the last like 90. We're in the last 10% of this book. Not exactly, but like within that.
I think it's like 8%, right, or something like that.
If this was a race of laps around a track of 24 laps, we're on the
22nd lap now.
Well, yeah, we've got 3 more laps and we're done. And now we're done ? Because we don't know what Ultimate Endgame is going to be, right? But it's just like we shouldn't be doing now. If it's eliminating the board, which I kind of felt like this was a culling of the board and basically taking the Sinister Six and just wiping them clean, right?
Mm-hmm.
It makes if anything, it simplifies the ending. So it's like, okay,
now we're going straight into Peter versus Kingpin.
Yeah,
wiping all the plot points clean. Do you think
Mr. Negative is like the wild card, basically? And
yeah,
I mean, maybe Gwen's still around. Like, I don't know. You know, like so
makes me wonder.
It simplifies the gang war and the everything.
It also makes me wonder if Venom and Mr. Negative are going to be tied together.
I don't care.
I think the old man Yowie will survive. I'm being more and more confident.
If they die in these last 3 issues,
if they died in like an off-panel explosion,
you know, though, I didn't think that was the paper building, so that makes sense. I was like, I
didn't make that connection at first. It is the paper building.
I thought it was because they're like, it's like, oh, I didn't want to do this, and then like the building explodes, and I thought it was the Mysterio building, and then he actually does that, and I'm still thinking like, is it still was it like a thing that like they're doing a time reversal kind of thing, like an out of sequence thing? He's like, I didn't want to do this, and then he does it, and it shows. But you know, I don't know. Anyway,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I just love that Gwen's like, I'm going to have my super secret headquarters inside of a newspaper that's being publishing and antagonistic material.
I just want to point something out that Ultimates has done a way better job of moving the plot along than Ultimate Spider-Man has. It's taken Spider-Man 21 issues to mildly inconvenience a fat dude, and Captain America killed a guy like 2 issues in.
Mildly inconvenience. That's exactly this.
I mean, that's what's happened. Spider-Man's like has
done more.
He had one fight with a fat dude and lost.
His son has done more.
And then Captain, like 2 issues into Ultimates, Cap's just like fuck capitalism and breaks a guy's neck.
Yeah. Blazau, welcome Blazau, says, I genuinely wonder if it's possible to get a satisfying ending at this point, because unless the last 3 issues...
Have you read a Hickman book?
Hyper accelerated, he doesn't see it. Well, I mean, this is a problem with Martin writers. They sit there and they set up all this world building and all this stuff, and then when it comes time to finally wrap a story up, they can't stick the landing. They do so much work in Acts 1 and 2 that when they get to Act 3,
they're like, oh shit, I forgot. I'm supposed to write a plot.
We used to make fun of this in like
Slot.
Not just Slot. I used to make fun of this with like Howard Mackey. Howard Mackey be writing this, doing all this writing in this individual issue, and we get to like page 20, and it's like, shit, I gotta finish the issue. So it has like the most abrupt ending you can think of, almost like, and this happened often enough that it became a trope. but we saw this with Slot too. We saw this with Spencer. We saw this with
Wells kind of.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
well, Wells has the benefit of not being like super dedicated to its Tombstone arc,
right?
But it does have that same kind of problem where it's like it's trying to wrap up too many things at once.
Exactly. And that's where I just kind of feel like keep it simple, stupid sometimes isn't necessarily a bad thing.
But I just think it's insane, like how much more Camp has done with the monthly format than Hickman has. I think Hickman tried to have it both ways, where he tries to do like one and dones and also maintain the serialized storytelling, and succeeded at neither.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, Camp's just like, fuck it, let's do the single issues. And even though they don't always stick the landing, in fact, I think the last few Ultimates issues have been kind of weak, but they're still moving the plot forward in important ways in world building.
Yeah.
Also because Camp has the benefit of moving past Ultimate, or moving past the Maker exiting and continuing Ultimates into Ultimate Endgame. He has that added benefit, but
yeah. It's gonna look. We're at what's unfortunate about this book is that there's only 3 issues left, right?
That's the bad part. Is that it's a good book, but the closer you get to the ending, a lot of these issues are compounding and stalling the momentum and making it harder to go back and go, oh yeah, these issues are really, really good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I actually, while I was at work, I reread issue 7, 8, the ones that tied directly into like the Iron Lad stuff. Those are some of the most rereadable, I think, because they tie into the larger picture.
Right. And I think that somebody like you, Neil, your perspective is a little different because you are reading the other books. If somebody is only reading this book,
then like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, there's some being lost. Blazal says this book would be easier to swallow if Hickman loved Peter as a character and developed him properly, but it's clear he doesn't. His character arc began and ended in the first 3 issues of the book.
Did it even end?
It's been kind of in like stuck in neutral
limbo,
because like how much Spider-Man has there been in a Spider-Man book? As good as this book has been,
it's like half. Like I've done the math. It's like about half the issues have Spider-Man in them, more or less.
We're at the point where
I wouldn't count this one though at all as having Spider-Man in it because
Are you
cameo
saying Peter or Spider-Man himself?
Spider-Man in the costume.
Okay,
it's about like half. The ratio is like
11 issues, I think.
Yeah.
And to me, that's
or like about like 1 less than
Don't get me wrong. Nobody loves lore and world building and psychological thrillers and stuff like that in his comic books more than me. I mean, it's close second between like to me, it's like choosing who I love more, DeFalco or DeMatteis for me all time in Spider-Man lore. But like,
I think the difference is that DeMatteis had things going on. Like there was still action that he managed to blend into the narrative.
Yeah, and I think that if you gave him the keys to this universe, I don't know if you would have gotten the same. There would have been a lot more Spider-Man to this story, is all I'm saying. And it's not an indictment on Hickman. I think Hickman's it's been an interesting experiment for him because Spider-Man's not one that he's written a lot.
And also Spider-Man isn't a character that really fits into his type of writing.
No. I did enjoy the times that he did write Spidey during the Future Foundation era. So it's not like I don't think he can't write Spider-Man. I think just that
he needs to put Spider-Man in his wheelhouse rather than try to work within Spidey's wheelhouse.
Yeah, and I think it was here's what I think. I think he took the concept and then because I do think that Hickman sort of writes sort of how DeMatteis writes, where he kind of just lets the characters kind of organically grow in his mind's eye. He lets the characters progress in a way that makes sense to him. Doesn't necessarily make sense to everybody else, but it makes sense to him. And I think that, like what you've said, is that he attached to Harry because that was an interesting thread to pull. And once that thread started pulling, it started that the unraveling of the rest of the story kind of made it to where Peter and MJ and the kids and the family element is just like the wayside. And I think because this was marketed such a way in the beginning that people are still like holding out hope, and there's this
Meet the Parkers, guys.
exactly, and it's like because I have
Like,
the,
technically we did meet them, and we
they-
did get
we-
insight
we
into
got
them
briefly-
in that first
knew them
in that
for
first
like
year.
10 seconds.
Well, that first year, I'd say there was more than this
yeah.
last year.
But then there's like the thing about this book, because of the monthly format, is Hickman you could write an Untold Tales of Ultimate Spider-Man
Yeah.
taking place in between the issues and have a really like probably a 50 issue run just of what he's built here, right? That's I think what everybody sees is the massive amount of potential that's been created here versus the execution of it based on the structuring of the stories.
Which
And
is
I think-
unfortunate. I don't, but I don't really think I want that anymore. It's like, all right, whatever.
Oh, I still do. I would
still
take
do,
6
you know.
issues
Can
of
we,
like
can we get some like other villains? Like I'm surprised we never got Doc Ock. I'm surprised we never got
Well,
like we've had very little Shocker.
we've got
So-
3
so-
issues left, and also 23 is 40 pages as well. So
Is it also? No
Yes.
shit.
Oh,
So-
the last
No, it's
two are
32.
40?
no, it's
Oh.
40. It says on Penguin it's 40.
I'm
It's
on League of
5.99.
Comic Geeks. Hang on, where is it?
Penguin, the actual, Penguin Random House comics.
Okay,
yeah.
because League of Comic Geeks says that it's 32 pages.
Yeah, but they're a fan site.
just kidding. I mean, look, we are at a tipping point with this book.
This reminds me of Spencer's run.
Yeah, and I'm
And this
I think it's gonna
this will
end
see if
better
history
than
can
that.
repeat itself. Where like
I
has a
think it's gonna
really
end
really
better
good
than that.
start and a really good thematic note, and then they abandon everything that was interesting for like the Harry Osborn related plot point.
mm,
And then I'm wondering if history will repeat itself by having the last leg be entirely fighting filler and completely torpedoing itself at the end.
I'm holding out hope that the last 3 will be as good as the first 3.
I'm
And,
hoping just to point out.
I
I'm
think
not
it'll have a
hoping that we
better
get
ending than
another-
Spencer's.
I'm
run.
hoping we do not get another Kindred, where like the run is so where the
There
ending of
isn't
the run
really
is
a
so bad that it torpedoes the rest of the book in hindsight.
I feel like there's no Kindred here, though.
and I think that by clearing the decks, you get back to sort of the Kingpin Peter situation.
Kindred in this situation would be if Mary Jane dies in the last 2 issues.
The PR guru. That's all I know about her. Okay, is by her little page on the front when they put her picture and she's never in the issue, and they have MJ as PR guru. Haven't seen any of that. And then she
No,
probably,
not in a long
at the end.
time.
yeah. Then does she even work? I don't know. We don't know. I don't know what
She has done nothing this book, and I'm convinced that she does nothing. She just siphons money off of Damage Control.
Probably.
Much like actual PR consultants, she does nothing useful and also just
probably
takes
works-
money.
She's definitely probably working remotely at this point. I mean, she did go on a cross-country road trip with her family.
If she's even working.
Mm-hmm.
If she's been on the run.
Yeah. Again, I have hope for this book. I just don't know if the momentum is there for the book.
I feel like
The momentum is dying.
I feel like it's going to be there, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit rushed.
Part of me wants to say break out the copium and hope that, or break out the hopium and pray things land smoothly. But I'm also in my head preparing myself to not have super high expectations, like kind of calibrate my enthusiasm, as it were.
I don't think so. I think this book through and through has been pretty solid, regardless of if Spider-Man's in it or not. So I have hope that at the end of this, they're going to keep with that same theme and not just rush and ruin something that they've built. And I don't think that Hickman's going to do that. So
I do think that this will go down as one of the best runs of this century. Of the best Spider-Man runs. Once this is done, it'll be so like, I know me and Adam are probably going to be on, and we will do this too, but I know like inevitably there will be a Spider Council episode where we're talking about this second year of this run, because we did it for the first year. But it's going to be interesting because the final issue comes out on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
That's a bad day to release anything.
I know. And then Ultimate Endgame comes out on New Year's Eve. So
it's also kind of, well, that's a little better, I guess. But
I don't know when we will cover the final issue of this. I think I don't know if we're going to hold off until after New Year's Eve, or I don't know.
Or we just do it on New Year's Eve and have
and do it
some
like,
champagne.
Countdown to midnight.
Yeah, you hear it.
What date does it come out?
Everybody around us partying.
24, I think, comes out on the 24th of December.
We'll just do a like hangover first of the year.
I've still got like a sliver of Fireball left. I'll just put that in a Coke and we'll have a ball.
There we go. We'll watch Spider-Man Mysterio ball drop. I don't know.
Spider-Man, my skull's on the flagpole. Ah, fuck!
For all the lonely people that have nobody to hang out with on New Year's Eve, you can come hang out with us.
Jesus Christ. You have to phrase it that way? What the fuck, dude?
I don't have anybody to hang out with. Leave me alone. It's fine. It's fine.
Maybe I'll just come down and visit all of you heathens.
What about Adam?
He's not that far. It's not that far. We can get him somehow.
We just gotta get him up. We'll book him his ass a flight. He can fly from San Diego, man. There's probably direct flights from San Diego to Houston.
Okay.
Watch balls drop on SDE.
That's really close to being something else.
Almost. That's
on the OnlyFans. It's not. I was gonna say it's on the Patreon, but they don't allow that anymore.
Tune into Patreon for the After Dark version of that Spideydude experience.
No.
Did you guys read that Ultimate Hawkeye one shot?
What Ultimate Hawkeye one shot?
There was an Ultimate Hawkeye one shot that came out the same day as Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh.
I guess that is fitting that I'm the only person who gives a shit about anything that isn't Spider-Man.
That's not true. I do too.
Oh, okay.
You know, there was something else that came out too, and we'll talk about this in a future episode, but I figured I'd tease it because I realized it came out today, and then I need to take care of something for her. But somebody's favorite character's second issue dropped today.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yippee!
I
read it. It was pretty good.
I love how Mary Jane's eyes are directly looking.
I almost said it like that awooga.
I just want to point out she is not in the issue at all.
Who?
Again,
MJ.
cover fish.
Oh yeah. This is
Black Cat is not in this issue.
Only Spider-Man can get away with that one. Sorry, Adam.
Honest, no, for real, seriously.
Is that Aunt May?
I think that's supposed to be Aunt May, but she looks constipated. She looks like that's like the most disapproving Aunt May reaction.
Felicia, you need to zip up that neckline, girl.
Yeah,
that's not appropriate.
I don't know. Jonah looks like one of the Three Stooges.
He looks like he looked like
a
skinhead who got interrupted mid-shave.
Yeah. Okay. Who's
that guy? Who's the cop?
I don't know.
He's like, how's she doing? Okay.
Got them gams. Yeah, girl.
The face.
MJ looks disgusted.
Yeah, she really does. The face
they're
is black,
fake, aren't they?
Who does that face like feels and looks familiar, and I just don't know who it's based on.
Okay, I'm not gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really like the Adam Hughes covers. I went out of my way to get the Tron Ares cover for number 3.
Okay, so let me.
I like this cover.
Yeah, you can also. You can. Oh, damn it. There's also the Zabu cover, which is a giant.
It's funny when people are like, "Oh, Marvel's so woke and stuff," but then they have
Black Cat's honkers spilling out of her costume.
I just think it's funny that they took Zabu and made it the alternate, the Alex Ross cover for Black Cat because cats.
He's a big cat. Yeah.
I want some of that pussy.
Jesus.
Damn it, Neil. Saying this is Paco Medina's cover, by the way, which I actually like. I like this cover. And then we have Greg Land's cover, which we wonder which adult film star was being used for the model for this one because
I'm analyzing.
We also have the non. Okay, hang on. So he probably was told that there was going to be like a non-trade dress version of this cover. Look at like the laziness of her leg. It just cuts off because in his mind it's like, oh, there's the Black Cat logo. God. For such a good
this is okay. I'll be fair to Greg Land here. This doesn't feel particularly like, obviously the leg is missing, but this feels remarkably
the
inoffensive as far as a corner cut.
Yeah, but the torso looks weird.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the leg not being there.
Well, not the leg not being there is also weird, but like the torso is oddly proportioned there. I feel like we're doing more analysis of these covers than
we did of Spider-Man.
Yeah. We did of Ultimate Spider-Man. Speaking of the covers, we got the.
Is that Francesco Mana?
Yep.
Okay.
Ugh.
I gotta
Her
be real.
mouth is very Joker-like, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Then we have.
Ugh.
Again.
I don't like this one at all.
I know Lozano doesn't use AI, but it looks AI.
It's too computerized.
It reminds me of some kind of character, and I can't.
Can we go back to the Black Hat covers?
And then finally we have.
That's probably.
He's just being goofy while his parents make it out in the boat. Reggie's just goofing
Rangers through the night.
I don't know. I see the Little Mermaid
Life by the Crusaders from.
Okay, the Strangers to the Night song is something that he would sing like as Venom, like Eddie would sing in like the 90s.
I see the Little Mermaid scene where they're in the boat and he's like kiss the girl like flying through the sky. That's what's playing in my head.
Dun, dun, dun. I mean, it is Disney. They would use that to capitalize. We got some comments. Let me go back to the original cover.
Oh, I did want to talk about Radiac. Yes, Black Cat is worth reading. Very funny book. Also very good action. It's basically if you wanted Gleb on Amazing Spider-Man but didn't get it, this is a good book to not. This is a good book to read.
Yes, the fuck is the question we're asking on some of these covers. Yeah, no,
I think I might be talking about what I said.
Oh, there's no telling because he's 30 seconds behind the rest of us.
Okay,
we're live and there is a slight delay from what we say to what's broadcasted on YouTube. So just so people know. And if you're an audio listener, you really don't care. So, yeah. Final thoughts. I mean, we're kind of a little over the hour mark, Neil. I think we've kind of talked this out, but what do you think? Final thoughts?
I'm hoping they can turn this shit around before we close out.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to give grades, or does that feel?
Oh yeah, we need to give grades. I am so sorry.
We don't have to if you don't.
We don't have to.
No, we
don't have to do anything.
All right.
Make our own path.
Ashley, what is your grade?
I feel like it was just a solid A this time.
Solid A, okay.
Yeah.
You gave last issue a B+, so that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, it showed everybody in this one, I feel like, and is trying to move it along, so I can't really be mad at it. I just didn't care for so much focus on Mr. Negative, but really didn't take away from it. So,
Mr. Adam, Ultimate Adam.
I don't know what to give it. Let's see. I mean, I liked it overall. It wasn't bad. I'll give it an A-.
A-.
Really?
Okay. Adam's giving it an A-. Neil, are you going to be Mr. Grumpy Gills?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a B.
Okay. B for Neil. And then, you know what? This was almost an A-, but I think it's a B+. So I'm going to split the baby. So me and Neil are Mr. Negative Nancy's. Adam and Ashley are far more positive about the issue. Just kidding. It's like barely half of a letter grade. I mean, the worst letter grade was a B. Like, we've had worse shit we've talked about on the show.
mhm.
I mean, I could probably be tempted to do B+, but I
I
still
was teetering between the two, but
I think A- is fine.
Oh, God.
I know I saw. That's why I laughed. I couldn't help it. I saw all the eggplants pop up, and I was like,
Well, unfortunately, there's further lore with eggplants.
that can wait for the anniversary episode then.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
We
Okay.
can do that
Speaking
then.
of, thank you for the segue. We are going to have the anniversary special. It's going to be live callers. I will be shaving half of my beard because the Dallas Cowboys lost. If you did not see the crash out on stream, you can go back and watch it.
So fun, everyone.
It still makes Ashley giggle. Yeah, it was a bad day for me. It's gonna be a worse day for my beard because I'm at a point where it's like nice and full and not too full, and it's like finally, at a good spot from last time when I shaved it, and now I'm going to look like a thumb again, because the Cowboys do what they always do, which is let me down, and my toxic relationship with the America's team is continuing. So that is my life. At least my daughter is like, it was really cute. She goes, "Hey, Dad," and I was like, "Hey, what?" And she's like, I got some molding clay with my Mimi, and I'm going to make you a Dallas Cowboys star.
Aww.
I was
She
like,
doesn't realize how bad they stink.
Shut up! Don't have to talk about it right now. She just knows it's something Daddy loves. It's like,
Sports ball. Woo!
if you want me to do more sports ball, I'll do another live stream of my commiseration of me, I'll do it by myself. I won't make anybody else suffer unless the Cowboys lose again. And I'll just text crash out imminent, and then just call the Avengers to point blank at me.
The Dallas Cowboys lost. Get to Houston. We have to stop Zach from crashing out.
Here's the thing: like, if you're
Avengers assemble.
If you're a Texans fan, you're just as bad off right now.
Yeah, I don't watch football. That's
the Texans. The Texans are 0-3. At least the Cowboys won a game so far this season.
I don't care about NFL. Like, I just don't. I think it's so
I don't want to hear
boring.
about your Ohio State Buckeyes.
Okay, but I like college because those kids will literally play with broken limbs because they're trying so hard to get in the NFL so they can be overpaid crybabies like the rest of them. Because if they stub their toe, they're like, "Oh no, you sent out a game, boo-hoo, like I can't do it." They don't care. In college, it is so cutthroat and amazing to watch. So I don't care about the NFL. I think it's so boring. Overpaid crybabies.
You can kind of make arguments about the stuff making the college.
Go start a sports podcast.
Yes, I have thought about it often, but I haven't broken down and pulled the trigger. All right, so 5th anniversary special. We will be talking, taking your live calls. We will be talking. You can ask us anything that's appropriate for YouTube. Fair. You'll see me do the ceremonial shave, and yeah, we're gonna have some fun. I'm looking forward to it. Celebrating 5 years of Spideydude experience, and weirdly enough, also celebrating our 16th anniversary of the Spideydude Radio Network at the same time. Because I just looked at the dates, and October 2009 is when we started this entire experiment with the network and with Clone Saga Chronicles. So, kind of a wild and wacky ride. So hopefully, you guys will all be there along for the ride. Next episode will be the JMD Mateus interview with me and Adam talking about Spider-Man 94, as well as talking about the omnibus, talking about his return to cons, amongst other topics. So it was really a fun time. We really do appreciate him coming out and us being able to talk to him about the new series. Speaking of Black Cat, spoilers. There's a spoiler about Black Cat in the episode. So, any final thoughts? That will be one thing that I will take one flower joke. I will allow for one. Beyond that, we will not let it be leavened. We will not let it rise. God, that was awful. That was awful pun. Anyway, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for participating. I do want to give shout outs to our Patreon subscribers over at patreon.com/Spidey Network. We do have some new patrons, and I do want to acknowledge them for their contributions. So we've got new this month. We've got David and old Johnny Devick, as well as I think one more. Eric. Thank you guys for Eric, David, and old Johnny Devick. They're our three most recent Patreon subscribers. They are not on the and Van as well. They are not on the graphics yet, so we will get those up as soon as we can. So appreciate everybody's patience on that. So yeah, join us over at Patreon, patreon.com/Spideydude Network. The other patrons like Allison, Cindy, Casey, Doug, Ed, Eric, Georgia, Greg, Janelle, Jessica, Joyce, Catherine, Kale, Laura Howard, Lump Moose Master, Emma Phoenician, RJ, and Vanessa and Vicky. Thank you guys for your support. We got Sarah as our spectacular patron, or excuse me, Tara as our spectacular patron, VIPs, Vinkman, Walter, and the aforementioned Eric. Thank you guys for your support as VIPs. Voices from the Eyrie as returning from their summer hiatus. They are working on recording their next episode. And speaking of new episodes, you got the new episode of Books of X has dropped, so go over to the Patreon page and check it out there. New episode of Make My Mayday will be coming out later this fall. We've got more episodes of the Sal Buscema Era podcast as they are wrapping up their run. Talking about Sal Buscema's seminal run on Spectacular Spider-Man. We got, of course, the Vault series, Clone Saga Chronicles, and Spectacular Radio. And if you have not already, find us on the social medias. You can go over to Twitter at Spideydude Radio, Facebook, Instagram, Threads at Spideydude Network. You can find us over at Spideydude Radio Network on YouTube. If you are audio listener and have not already subscribed, please, we're getting ever so close to 1,000 subscribers. We would love for you guys to join us and have all the fun there. If you want to leave us a voicemail, you can always do that at 818-925-6631. And if you want to leave me an email for any type of feedback, you can also email me at SpideyDudeRadioNetwork@gmail.com. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching us live or after the fact, we do appreciate it. And if you're listening to us on the audio edition, thank you for listening. We'll see you next time here on the Spideydude Radio Network.